yarny friends. I'm Sara, and welcome to Coffee and Crochet with Sara. I've got a lot of fun stuff to do today. I hope you're ready to laugh and giggle and talk about yarn. Well, just a reminder, because I got this question last week, we do our live video every Tuesday, 9:30 a.m., and that's Mountain Time. So you'll need to Google or look up what that time is where you're located. Because think about this, over in Tokyo during the Olympics, the stuff that we see already happened because it was like a day ago. So keep that in mind when you're looking for it. If you cannot find the live video on Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page, you'll look down underneath the top picture and there'll be some little tabs and it'll say videos on one of those, or photos. You can click either one of those and you click that and then it'll show you what videos are going on or actually just happened, and you'll be able to find it that way as well. All right, so after I do the video on Facebook, I tweak it up a little bit and then I send it over to YouTube. Now, someone asked me the other day, they said, well, you do your live video from 9:30 to 10 and it's like 1 o'clock before it gets on YouTube. I know, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. So it takes me a few minutes, of course, to edit and put some little extra fun stuff in it. But also, it usually takes about 30 minutes to load it up on YouTube. And that's okay. It'll be there whenever you get a chance. I thought I'd answer that question. So, hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And let's get started with our Clink In. I'm drinking good old Folgers this week. I had a hankering. I've been drinking all these flavored coffees and I have a hankering for some good old Folgers coffee. So that's what I made in my coffee pot. I love it. And if you're curious, I put 1/2 of a Splenda in a coffee cup this size and just a teaspoon of either powdered creamer or liquid creamer. And if I don't have those, I use a little milk. I don't do much milk. I'm not allergic or anything. I just don't really like milk. From my childhood, I've just never really liked milk, okay? Unless you freeze it, put some cream in it, and make it into ice cream. Then I like milk. All right, let's clinkety, clink, clink, clink. Oh, goodness gracious. For some reason, Saturday night and Sunday night, I did not sleep well at all. I was up at 2, I was up at 3. I don't know why. Sometimes that happens to me. Last night, as soon as my head hit the pillow, I was out. And my husband woke me up this morning. He's like, are you going to get up at 6 like you usually do? Because I get up at 5 o'clock, actually, to take some of my medications. And then I usually lay down again for an hour. It's so funny. I was so heavy and sleeping, and so this morning I'm just feeling good. So I hope you're ready for some energy. Or as I say, buckle up, Buttercup. We got a lot to do. All right, so before I tell you what our giveaway is all about, I want to tell you about our shout out of the week. And it was kind of interesting how I found this one. Y'all know I like to watch Sara's play. She's just a sweet, sweet lady. And I love how she talks. I love what she talks about. And I really enjoy her videos. If you haven't gone and checked out Sara's plays, you really need to. You'll really, really you'll just love her, because I do. Okay, so then I was looking through, because, YouTube gives you, recommendations. And so I got this recommendation. I think it was last Thursday, actually. And it came up, and it's Princeton. And the name of his YouTube channel is Yarn as a Second Language. I really, really loved his videos. I love some of the things that he says about let's keep it positive and let's not be negative. Let's love each other and care about each other. And I love his attitude, because that's my attitude too. And I don't always succeed, because I am human. But I try, right? And I really, really love his channel. And so his name is Princeton, like the college. And the name of the YouTube channel is Yarn as a Second Language. Now, if you want to find it without having to search, I will put the link to his channel on the Facebook page at Posh Pooch Designs, which I've already done. I did that this morning. And then I'll also, of course, link that to the notes underneath the YouTube video so you can find that and go check it out. You'll love it. You'll love his attitude. You'll love the way he does things. I like how he talks about his kid and his wife, and I just really enjoyed his videos. And I couldn't stop watching them. I watched a couple and then I watched a couple more. So you'll really like him. You really, really will. And he's pretty handsome too. I mean, you know, he is. He's pretty handsome. So anywho, that is our shout out of the week. Now, let's talk about the giveaway. You know, I just love giving stuff away. It's so much fun. All right, I'm going to move my coffee so I don't knock it over in all my excitement and make a spot over here because I want to show you up close. Okay, now, every month for our giveaway until I just run out of them, you're going to get the Coffee and Crochet with Sara. It's a muslin bag for your projects. Last month's giveaway, she contacted me like the next day. I got it out on Thursday, and I got notice that she got it, but I haven't heard from her yet. So, you know, it was the big giveaway, so I put it in a large shipping box, and I stuffed that yarn in there. So when she opened it, the yarn probably went poof. Because I wanted to get it all in the same box, you know what I mean? Okay, so you're going to get the Coffee and Crochet with Sara project bag. All right, I'm going to click over to my other camera here so I can show you this up close. Okay, remember we talked about the bamboo crochet hooks. Well, they're going to get this set. It's a G, it's an H, and an I, which is a 4mm, 5mm, and 5.5mm Lion Brand bamboo crochet hooks. And staying in the theme of Lion Brand this time, the winner is going to receive 2 of these cakes. This is called, it's by Lion Brand Yarns. It's called Sunset Nights. 3.5 ounces or 273 yards. Medium weight number 4. And it's kind of funny because it says 90% acrylic and 10% polyester, which are similar. And the reason it's worded that way is because this has sequins running through it. Little tiny sequins. And this particular color goes from a light pink to sort of a light burgundy maroon. It's real light. And the name of it is called Atacama Desert. And I may not be pronouncing that correctly. It's okay. It's a beautiful yarn. And you're going to get 2 of these cakes. And that's enough to make a really nice project. It's beautiful, beautiful sequined yarn. Okay, so the winner's going to get the bag, 2 of these cakes, and these bamboo crochet hooks. All right, so the question I always get is, how can I get involved? It's super duper easy because all you have to do is comment. If you've already commented on the Facebook page video here that we're doing live right now, you're entered. And if you don't watch it on Facebook, that's okay. That's why I shoot it over to YouTube. All the comments on YouTube, you are entered. You don't need to comment a whole bunch of times because the way we do it is we just copy and paste the names. If there's any doubles, we take those out and every name goes in, the random generator, and whatever name comes up, you're the winner. Okay? So, super easy. You have 2 weeks to enter. 2 weeks from today, I will announce the winner of the August giveaway. Isn't this a nice giveaway? I love this yarn. I really want to keep it for myself, but I'm giving it away. So, the project bag, 2 cakes of Sunset Nights yarn from Lion Brand, and the 3 set of bamboo hooks. We talked about those, well, I don't know if it was last week or the week before. You're getting all that for the giveaway in August. So, comment so that you're entered. All right? That is our giveaway. It's a good one this month, isn't it? I say that every month because I always want to keep the stuff I'm giving away. But you know what? I love giving stuff away. I really, really do. And that's why I wanted to kind of comment about something about, you know, every week I get a comment about ads and commercials on my videos or other people's. And you know, I tell people, you know, when the commercial comes on, just walk away, go get you a snack or a drink or something. But the reason that we have those on there is so that we can do giveaways and things like that. Yarn costs money, you know, production costs money. I have cameras and lights, computers, microphone, wires, cords, programs that I use. I use a broadcasting program so that I can use several cameras. Things like that do cost money. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining, okay? And that's the reason that I have commercials on my videos, is so that I can pay for those things. So that if a camera goes out and I don't have the money, but I do have it in my PayPal account or my account where my YouTube money goes, then I can go and pick it up without interruption. If my camera dies or my screen microphone, you know, I even have to pay for coffee, okay? So just so that you understand, I get that you don't like ads and commercials. I don't like them on TV either. I fast forward through them, or I you know, mute them. I go get it, you know, fill up my coffee or something like that. So just know it's not that we're trying to make a bunch of money. We don't make a bunch of money, but we make enough so that we can give. I say me, my husband and my team, you know, which me, my husband, my dogs, my family, you know, and my pattern testers, you know, and the people that help. And you know, just like I have tons of people that volunteer and help, and how much I appreciate that. But anyway, I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about this, but I just wanted you to know that by bringing in just you know, a little bit of money, I can order in yarns and pick up things that I can give to you, even like the bags and getting them printed. Okay, so that's that. I just wanted to comment on that. I get questions every single week about it, and I know I'm not the only one. I have other people that are on YouTube that I talk with that are doing the same thing, you know, that get the same comments. And unless you do videos and the amount of time and effort and money that actually goes into it, you don't really understand. Because free content really isn't free to us. It's only free to you. Is my shirt twisted? I feel like my shirt is twisted. I love this shirt. I got this. Walmart had these on clearance for like $7. So I got like 5 of them in different colors. And because I like sleeveless, it's so hot right now. It has a little ruffle. So anyway, I love these shirts. And they have a little bit of sparkle. I like that. Okay. Now I wanted to talk to you about a yarn. I had some trouble getting this yarn in. I saw that it was out there. I tried to order it from Michael's and they were out of stock. I checked all the Michael's around my area, you know, here where I live in Parker, Colorado, as well as in Denver and some other areas. Castle Rock is close to me. Aurora, you know, checking the Michael's in these areas, they didn't have it either. And a week ago Saturday, my husband and I were sitting on the couch and I was talking about it. And all of a sudden I saw an ad come up on my Facebook page that said Michael's had this yarn in stock. So I went online and I ordered 6 of them. And I'm going to show this to you. This is a Michael's brand. It's their Craft Smart yarn. This yarn is so soft. It reminds me of the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. And I was looking for this Christmas twist or striping. All right, this is called Ivy and Cranberry, I think. Let me look at it again. Ivy and Cranberries, okay? It's a striping variegated type yarn. And it's really cool because if you look at it, you can see it's got blocks of green, it's got blocks of red, and then it's got some green variegated type going through it. If you want to see how it stitches up, our friend Kimberly posted a picture of the scarf that's behind me stitched up in this yarn in the PPD Puppy Love group. Okay, and you can see how she stitched it up and it looks beautiful. The yarn is just a gorgeous yarn. Okay, so why did I want this yarn, right? Yes, it's Christmas, but I wanted it for a project I'm going to do in the month of November. We're going to do a tree skirt, a Christmas tree skirt. And you're going to need about 3.5 to 4 of these for the Christmas tree skirt. So I thought I would let you know, you don't have to use this yarn. You can use any medium weight number 4 yarn for that project. But I wanted you to know I'm going to be using this one. And you'll need about 3.5 to 4 of these. Okay, so on each one, there's 215 yards. I would say get 4 if you want to do the Christmas tree skirt. This has 4.2 ounces. And so it's a medium weight, number 4. I believe it's 100% acrylic. Yep, it is. Okay, so just a heads up, they're hard to find. My Michaels here in Parker still does not carry it. I just happened to see the ad and I ordered it. And you can get it a little cheaper if you order it in a 3-pack than if you order each one separately. Just an FYI so you know one of the things we're going to be doing in November. Okay, and I'm going to do it probably in a 3-step mini crochet along. But remember, anytime that I do a crochet along, where I do a video crochet along, those videos will always be there and you can get to it when you have time. Okay? Rita says, I'm using it right now to make something for my daughter. Yes, she's going to post a pic. Thank you, Rita. Rita and Kimberly both are great helps to me in our PPD Puppy Love Crochet group. If you want to go there, there will be a link underneath the YouTube channel where you can click on that, and then or on Facebook you can just go over there. PPD Puppy Love Crochet Group. Rita does several of the crochet blasts that we do. I think she does the one today on Tuesday, and she does one on Thursday, and she posts lots of fun things. And thank you, Rita. She is a great help to me. Kimberly is a great help to me. She is wonderful about answering questions that I can't get to. If you have a question, she tries to find it and give you an answer. If you ask for a pattern, both of these ladies try to find that pattern for you and post the link. So I really do appreciate both of them. So yes, when she gets it done, she's going to post it so you can see how the pattern of the yarn works out. Okay. I'm very impressed with this because years ago, the Craft Smart was more like regular Red Heart. Kind of, I'm going to say in the old days because Red Heart has gotten a lot softer since Yarnspirations bought it. If you've got Red Heart from years ago and Red Heart that you bought today, just your basic Red Heart worsted weight, you can feel the difference in how they're making it now. This yarn used to be that way as well, and it's really soft now. And it, as far as the texture, the thickness, the quality, it reminds me of I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby. So you're also going to need some white. So this is my recommendation because we're going to use the white for the trim. So this is my recommendation right now, but I'll give you more details once I get the designing process and the testing done. You'll need about 3.5 to 4 of these, and then 1 more in just a solid or off white. Or you can get a red, the cranberry match, or a green match for the trim of the tree skirt. Okay, so I'm in the designing process, and then I'll be the testing process, and I'm hoping to have that ready by the 2nd week of November. Okay, just a heads up. And again, you don't have to use that one. You can use a solid, or you can stripe it, or however you want to do it yourself. And you know what? A lot of people do like blue Christmas trees or purple and silver. You can do the tree skirt in any colors that you want to. I just wanted you to let you know that's the one I'm going to use. And if you want to do the same, what to get. Okay? I know. Yakky. I'm talking too much. All right. Now, before I let you go, let's talk a little bit about what we did this week. All right. So we did the water bottle koozies or cozies. One is bigger than the other. The smaller one will fit a 16 to 20 ounce water bottle. The bigger one will fit the 24 or even just a little bit bigger. And keep in mind, they're nice and stretchy. And I wanted to do it in 2 sizes because I wanted you to be able to like make one that you can use for your water bottle and maybe make one just to put your wallet or change or whatever in if you wanted to. These are made to look like a pencil, and they make great teacher gifts. They really, really do. And if you wanted to do something like this for your child's teacher, I don't know about y'all, but there's mask mandates coming back in our schools. Put some masks in there. Put some hand sanitizer, some goodies, some treats, pencils, pens, and give it as a gift. So it can be a gift bag as well. And they're super easy, stitch up super fast. This one I made in cotton. This one I made in acrylic. And so you can do either way and for whatever use you want. I love to make patterns that are versatile, that you can do other things with than just what it's intended. All right, so we did that. The other thing we did is this cowl behind me. Let me go back there so you can see it closer. That yarn is that yarn is Red Heart with Love. And the name of it is, let me look at my notes here, Jewel Tones. It's an open weave sort of lacy stitch. We stitch it long, we put the ends together, stitch them together, then we add a fun button and a chain just to make it cute. And I really, really love it. It's a great pop of fall color, but if it's too hot for like a big heavy scarf, you can wear it kind of like a chemise, I think it's what they're called. It's more decorative than warmth, but it will add a little bit of warmth. I was kind of cracking up. I posted a picture that I put on YouTube of the scarf worn 3 different directions, and a woman goes, that looks like a man. Well, you know what? If a guy wants to wear it, you wear it. It's a beautiful scarf. And if you don't want it to look quite so feminine, take the button and the tie off, you know. And you don't have to use that yarn. Let me show you it up close real quick. I wanted you to see these beautiful colors. Let's see. There we go. These are the colors. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I did the demo in just a bright orange because when you get a variegated yarn like that, it's really hard to see the stitches. So when you look on the pattern or on YouTube, you'll see that the beginning of the demo is done in like a bright orange, just so that you can see the stitches. And you can see it's not a feminine pattern at all. It can be worn by men or women, and it can be done in any colors just to add a little pop of color to. But I just really love this jewel tone, and I thought it was perfect for like beginning fall. You know, but you could do it in bright colors and wear it in spring as well. And if you live in a climate that's not, you know, cold in the winter, this is a great all-around cowl. So anyway, it's lots of fun. Okay, Kimberly asks, where do I get my buttons? Okay, so here's the thing. I have lots of different ways of getting buttons. I go to the Hobby Lobby back in the stationery department, not the sewing department. In the stationery, not stationery, but photo albums, where you make all the photo albums. They have a ton of really interesting buttons. I also get them at Walmart in the button department. I like to go in the craft area over by the beads in Michael's, and they have these big containers of buttons. And I have an enormous collection of buttons. When they go on clearance, a lot of times I'll buy these containers and bags of them, and I just mix them all up. I have a little thing over there that's about, you know, this tall, and it has 3 drawers, and all 3 drawers are filled with buttons. So where I get my buttons, okay, here's another thing I do. Sometimes I go to the thrift store. We have a great Goodwill here and a great Salvation Army, and I look at clothing. And sometimes I look for vintage clothing, and you know, you can buy a shirt for $2 and get 6 really nice buttons. You know, especially if you find an old-fashioned blouse or jacket or something and that is really, really inexpensive and has like beautiful gold buttons. I'll buy it and then clip off the buttons. And I do the same thing. I don't do a lot of garage selling up here. But when I was growing up and when I was in different other places, you know, we traveled around a lot because my husband is a retired Air Force. I would go to garage sales a lot for clothing for my kids, and I would find really neat buttons and really neat clothes. That fly is around. I'll have to tell you the story about the fly in my coffee this morning. I just heard a fly by my head. Anywho, sometimes I just buy clothing just for the buttons. So I have metal buttons, I have plastic, I have glass, and I've even made my own buttons with polymer clay if I'm looking for a particular style. And I've taken my buttons and made button molds and then made buttons out of those button molds. So, hi Aiden, my grandson just popped in. Hi Aiden, love you all to pieces, buddy. That's my grandson, Aiden. Y'all met him this last summer when he was up here. Actually, he didn't pop in a video. His little sister did, Callie. So anyway, I buy my buttons all sorts of places. I look for clearance sales. I look for at garage sales and, you know, clearance places and thrift stores. You know, and I do the same thing with a lot of my purse handles and, you know, chains and things to use for purses. is I look at Goodwill and I look at Salvation Army. You can buy a purse that's all worn out for a couple of bucks, but the buckles and the gold pieces and all that stuff is still good. So I have an idea on a couple of my Friday fun videos to do some of that and sort of give you an idea of what I do when I go to the thrift store looking for neat stuff, to use. So hopefully we can do that sometimes. Aiden says, I woke up Callie a few minutes ago. Well, you guys are sleeping in. School hasn't started yet, though, so. All right, now, the last thing I want to talk about is what we did on Friday for Friday Fun Day. Now, I showed you how I make, let me move some of this stuff over here, how to make yarn from your old or new t-shirts. Okay, and there's a couple of them that I did. These are both striped. And so I want to show you, because someone said, okay, we know how to use it. What can we make? Well, for starters, you can make this nice bowl. I'm also working on a mat. Okay, you can also make a trivet if it's all cotton yarn, because some t-shirts have polyester in them and other fabric fibers. And so if you're going to use this for hot, make sure you use it with 100% cotton t-shirts. I also made a hot pad. Okay, using that red shirt that was cotton that I showed you in the video to cut up. You can also make little coasters. And these are great things to have if you have like an RV, or if you have, like I have, an entertaining area out back that I don't really want to use my good stuff for, and I can use some of these things for. Okay, and then I also made this bowl. It's the same as the other one. Now, all of these are patterns that I found on Pinterest. None of these are my pattern except for the yarn bowl. Everything else is a pattern I found on Pinterest. There's a ton of stuff. Okay, so you've made a lot of bottles, or a lot of bowls, not bottles, of t-shirt yarn. You don't know what to do with it. You can go to Ravelry, put in t-shirt yarn, and a bunch of patterns will come up. You can go to Pinterest, put in t-shirt yarn crochet projects, and a bunch of things come up. And it's the same thing, even if you just do a Google search, what can I make with t-shirt yarn? A ton of stuff comes up. Also, Lion Brand, Red Heart, which is now Yarnspirations, and some of the other ones have patterns for t-shirt yarn. So do yourself a favor and go and look for them, because there is a lot of really great things you can do with t-shirt yarn. One of my favorite things to make, and I might just take this mat and turn it into that, is to make shopping bags with t-shirt yarn. And the reason I like to do that, because even though they're stretchy, they're sturdy. And like here in Denver now, they charge you for your plastic bags. I think it's like 6 cents a bag. Well, make sure you wash them if you put produce, or stuff like that in them, or even just wash them. And so and make yourself 6 or 7 of them, and put them all inside one, and then the cashiers don't mind loading it up for you. They don't. And I have a couple other ones that I've made out of regular yarn, and they're wearing out. And so I like to make them out of t-shirt yarn. And then you can fill them up, you can bring them in, take all your groceries or whatever out, throw them in the wash, and you're good to go. It is important to wash them, because you can get stuff off of the cans and produce and stuff, because I kind of got in the habit where I don't use the plastic produce bags. I just have a bag that I use, and I put all the different produce that I want in it, and then when I get up to the checkout, I put everything up there separate, and then I bring the bag around and she puts it back in the bag. So mostly because I can never get those plastic bags open, and so I started doing that. Because I don't buy a bunch. It's just me and my husband that eats here, except I buy junk food for Thursdays when my granddaughters are here, or my granddaughter's here. Yeah, you can use t-shirt yarn to make a lot of really nice bags. And the also thing is, no one's going to have one like yours, right? Unless they have all the same t-shirts and made them all in the same way. And I like to really mix and match. This one that I'm making the mat out of, I've got solids, I've got variegateds, and this one here I'm putting on had flowers on it. So there's lots of good things that you can do with the t-shirt yarn. One thing that I have noticed, though, in working with it, is it gets little fuzz balls everywhere because we've cut it. And if you pull on it, it kind of rolls a little bit, so that you can, let me grab this other one. like we've cut it, and then you give it a little bit of a pull and it pulls those edges in, and then all that fuzz comes down all over the place. So you might want to have your dust buster or your vacuum cleaner close by. But it's really super duper worth it. It really, really is. Okay, and so that is what happened this week at Posh Pooch Designs. Now, on Friday, tomorrow, I have a pattern I'm going to be doing called Colorado Sunset. It's a pattern that you can make it into a cape, a skirt, or a shawl, and it's super easy. It's one of those patterns that if you've wanted to make a garment and you never have, it's a good, easy pattern to do. Okay, and you'll see that tomorrow when I post it. And then on Friday, because I don't video on Thursdays, that's Granddaughter Day. We call that Oma and Zoe Day. And when the other grandkids are here, it's Grandkids Day. On Friday, we're going to have another Friday Fun with Sara. And we're going to make something super cute and little and fun. We're going to make, it's going to be it's going to be flip-flop day, and we're going to make a flip-flop keychain. And the reason I decided to do this is, you know, kids going back to school, they like to put tags on their bags. Well, I like things that are cute, but I also like things that nobody else has, you know. And I'm going to show you how to make those. They're super easy, super fun. And so all you're going to need is a little bit of 2 colors of yarn, your H hook. My voice decided to leave town. Okay. I just get dry sometimes. Okay, and then you'll also need some sort of a keychain or key ring. If you don't know where to find those, you can get them at any craft store over by their beads and I think they're called findings. But they're just, you know, the little key rings. And if you have some leftover key rings from like that you don't use anymore, you can take the keys off and reuse the key rings. All right. I'm all about reuse. You know that. Alrighty, so that's kind of what's happening this week. And I've also been working on our stitch of the month, and it's going to be a little bit different than what we've done lately. And I'm really looking forward to that. So, lots planned, lot getting ready to happen. I've been having so much fun designing and getting ready for fall and you know, through the winter holidays and stuff. I'm just super excited. You know, I posted a thing this morning that said, more crochet, less worry, more crochet, less doubt, more crochet, less complaining. The thing is, crafting and crochet can be very healing. And sometimes it's good to just, even though I've watched a lot of Olympics this week, it can be really good to just turn off the TV, turn off the radio, turn off the noise, and just sit and work a craft. Concentrate on that craft, and it can be healing for you and also able to clear your mind. Because, you know, there's a lot going on in our world, you know, and there always has been. It's just called life. And so sometimes it's good to just what I call step away. What is it? You need to fall apart every now and then, or you will fall apart. All right, my friends, my yarny crochet friends, it's time to let you go. Thank you for being with me today. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.